I come to. I saw the flyer, and I do need some food, lodging, and coin
Yeah.
because I
All you're
only
known is
have
making
my
caps.
belongings.
All
Yeah,
you're known for your whole life is making caps.
yeah. There's no good rocks that I can see to make some cups, so
Yeah.
I had to look for outside
Okay.
sources.
Okay. So,
I would say my character doesn't know either of these.
okay.
These
I was
two.
gonna say, maybe your guys' characters would, Glenn and Zane, because I feel like they're both, very naive in terms of the fact that they don't know much outside of their own world, and they're little guys, so that might bring them together.
Spark the interest right away.
Yeah.
And I don't like gnomes, though. I forgot to add that.
Oh, see, so definitely
Is
wouldn't
it
be.
gnomes or is it just short people in general? Or...
Gnomes. Just
Oh
gnomes.
my
It's gnomes in particular.
I hate
Is it like
it.
a,
Don't-
Singles
is it
me out.
distrust or it's a hatred?
What have we done to
yeah,
your people?
more distress. It's not that I outright hate them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to not go with Zane,
Right.
but I'm going to keep my eye on the little
It's
fucker,
something.
you know.
It's probably their size.
Watch your hands.
It's their size and their wit combined. It
We'll
makes
say
it-
one got the good on me.
Yeah. There you go.
Swindled you good.
And ever since then you.
Betrayed me, and said, never again will I trust another
Said,
gnome.
these aren't magic beans.
Okay.
Little bastard swindled me.
Okay. So. Think.
Maybe they meet in a bar or in like a.
Yeah, well, we can sort of say you've already met. I mean, unless you have an idea of where you would have.
the bar.
I mean, I can imagine just a like funny, comedic, common scenario where you guys are both, essentially approaching the town or are in town, and out of like a mutual confusion of something, a simple social custom or something, ended up becoming friends, like quote unquote friends, like just because of your innocence and presumably
Way taller than us.
yeah. And you've walked up to this flyer, and we'll say Marcus has sort of already he's walked up and he's headed over, and just shortly after, just by chance, you guys have wandered over and both showed interest in this, and then naively sort of walked, you're planning on walking that direction. You're in just like the middle of town now, which is pretty much just like merchants, town central, nothing too crazy and marginalized. Like you can actually see the castle shortly to the north, which is surrounded by nobility districts and very fancy rich people. And then to the south, outside the castle walls, or outside the city's walls, is where Finbank Harbor is. Finbank itself is, I would almost call it a town, but it's a district. It's just supposedly a section of the city that is not doing so hot right now in terms of just crime and possibly poverty and stuff. Do you guys feel like you need to do anything in town before you before you go to the sort of
Go to the
dark
harbor.
side of town? Yeah.
Do we
yeah.
have any money at all? Like, is there a
Yeah,
way-
that's a good point. I
Oh,
should,
true, right.
Can we
So
even
you have
buy
all
anything
those
this week?
things. So you have all those. So what do you have? You have copper
got-
pieces, silver pieces, electric pieces. So yeah, I don't really know how much money is how much money, but so we could say Marcus, you probably have a decent chunk of change, right? Like maybe like 80 gold pieces. I mean, I think Zane, you probably have maybe 3 silver pieces that you found on. No, I would say 1 silver piece that you found on the ground and you picked it up.
What's the EP?
Yeah.
Electrum pieces. It's just
Oh, okay.
another type of metal. So you have 1 silver piece that you've
Okay, yeah.
you found it on the ground. You said, "This is a shiny coin. I like this." And
Yeah, I said, how the? Hello.
Glenn still hasn't understood the concept of a money that is not a rock carved into a.
Dwarf coins.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So
So
I
you
gave
got-
myself 80 gold pieces
Yeah,
and then
that's fine.
36 copper. Just because 80 gold flat doesn't seem
Well,
right.
I was kind of thinking that, but then at the same time I thought uh,
I just
you
grabbed my
just
gold
bled
grand.
and you just grabbed
Yeah.
a couple.
When I could.
You know.
Well, I don't like 80. That's too exact. We'll do 76 or something. 78.
Okay, that works.
That's a lot of gold.
78,
It's
pretty
heavy.
good.
That's a heavy sack.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, depending.
No
on
wonder
yeah.
he's not gonna trust me. I'm probably try to
Yeah, this sneaky
pick
little
that
broke
off
bitch.
him.
Okay.
Oh, I got the
Did
silver
you
piece.
feel like you need to do anything in terms of supplies or just whatever? If you feel like there's anything you need in town before you go.
For myself, maybe something to eat for the
Okay.
road.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
adventure.
You can do that. Okay, and so you'll just arrive slightly behind them. In fact, you'll be following them sort of down the road and probably thinking things to yourself about these short people as you approach
Very custom.
sort of Finbank Harbor. There's not much to say about the town. As you don't have to pass through the town too much to actually get to the harbor, but it's just run down. That's pretty much all I could say about that. So okay, and you guys get to the harbor pretty quickly. It's not a very far walk, and I'll do that. So as you approach the harbor, the stench of fish death becomes increasingly overpowering. It is clear that this port, not unlike much of the rest of Finbank, is neglected in the way of maintenance. The shore is adorned with cracked stone masonry, and the docks themselves are a web of rotten wood and shoddy wooden plank repair jobs that creak underfoot. Only a few boats line the coast, and of those, the majority are in no better condition than the docks themselves. Other than a host of old abandoned log storefronts, there seems to be only one building with any life at all, a ramshackle tavern with a less than flattering sign hanging above the door announcing the name The Rotten Oyster.
Gross.
Yeah, and then you just see the docks lined up, and yeah. You just go into dock 16, or you can look around, or
Oh, fucking looking around a bit, but I'm gonna stroll up to it.
stroll up to.
The 16 harbors. What is it? Fucking dock
Yeah,
16.
it's just
Yeah.
it's just the number.
Yeah. So I'll just, like I said, I'm looking around, but I'm walking. I'm not like acting like I'm trying to get there
Okay.
Is the
because it looks sketchy as hell.
Marcus?
what is the rotten oyster?
Rotten Oyster is this tavern.
Okay.
Oh, we haven't stopped anywhere yet, either. Because I was like,
Is
Stop over
Solana
there.
Silverwind an elf?
Yes.
Half-elf.
Half elf.
Okay.
Have you taken notice of her?
Yeah,
Okay. You've glanced
I
back.
noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that I don't like half of her. The elf half.
Right, yeah. So you did see the ears, and you kind of shot a comment to Zane, like knife ears.
Yeah.
You kind of did like a shrug, like kind of raised your eyebrows at him.
Yeah.
And Zane just had a big smile on his face. He didn't know what that meant. He's just like, okay.
Alright.
I noticed his comment, but I
Um,
You overheard
If you
him.
want to overhear, you can try. Yeah, I mean, if you want to see if you can overhear that, you can roll a what is it, perception? Yeah. Okay, no, you don't hear it. You're by far distracted by the seagulls, and there's a tremendous amount of annoying seagulls calling in the area, which seems fitting because there's probably like dead fish on the shore and stuff, just kind of laying around.
So, walk me through this real quick. So, did I roll a 5?
Yeah, it rolls the 2 just because, I guess, to make it easy if you're doing something called advantage or disadvantage, where you would roll 2 dice. But we're just gonna focus on just the left one. If you mouse
Okay.
over, it'll tell you what kind of happened. It's a 1d20, so it's a 20-sided dice, plus 2, which is your proficiency bonus, which is based only on your level. The fact you're level 1, your proficiency is 2. And that's because you're proficient in perception, which is one of the skills you picked. You get a plus 1 bonus from your wisdom, and so it's You rolled a 2, plus 2, plus 1, 5. And you can see that by mousing over it.
Okay, yeah. Damn, I rolled a 2? Yeesh.
Yes.
I just seen his lips moving, but I didn't know what he was saying.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's just loud, you know. It's gust of wind.
You're already in disbelief of him.
I'm assuming he's talking about me because he's talking to
So you don't
the
like-
little gnome.
Yeah, you're paranoid about these things. So what were you thinking, Zane? You were. Was anyone checking out the rotten oyster, or you sort of just
Yeah,
heading down
I forgot about that. I was like, if we didn't stop anywhere yet, I was trying to go in there and get
Okay.
something to eat.
Grub or
Obviously,
something?
with my 1 silver. Yeah.
Ah, nice.
I
Yeah,
got-
that would be. You like kind of find, you know, like, oh, this is currency, and I can actually buy food. I don't have to like collect it because you've been
Exactly.
you've been looking along the pathway for
I
like some
yeah, because I
shrubbery,
have my mess kit on me. You know, I fucking
Yeah.
make my own damn food anyway and shit. But
and all you've seen is like
make
lawn grass.
toadstool
And
soups and shit.
yeah. All right. What does Eurus think? Surely he could deal with. He could do with a pint.
Yeah, he could do with the pint, and he's going to inspect the mud craftsmanship inside of the rotten
Yes.
clams.
Okay.
Yes.
Rotten oyster. Rotten clams.
Rotten
different.
oyster.
That's the sister establishment.
I remained outside
You remained what?
inspecting my daggers.
Okay. All right. So you enter the rotten oyster. The fetid odor of fish revives itself as you enter the tavern. Unsurprisingly, the inside is no cleaner than the exterior, but the subtle smell of ale lends a comforting reprieve. The whole of the building is visible from the door, though most of the tavern is rather dim, lit only by candle. There are a couple tables with seated patrons. There are only a couple tables with seated patrons. Upon entry, the single shadow of barkeep lets out a shrill greeting. Greeting, lads! Yeah. He's very happy. He's waving.
It's like, I'm like, is he talking to us?
Yeah. He's waving at you guys.
What are you gonna do, Glenn?
I'm just gonna follow Zane's lead on this. I'm mainly after the pint, but I'm out of money. I don't have any money, so I'm just mooching off Zane. I guess.
Yeah. You're like, he's got the silver coin. It's like you still have
What's
that
the guy
one
look
silver.
like again?
So you kind of walk up to the. It's dim, you know, because the candle.
Oh, so I can't really tell,
You
honestly.
can walk up to the bar. So yeah, it's like, you know, it's 5 feet away. You can walk over there. I'm assuming you're just happy.
I just
nice,
don't want to
right?
miss out on a meal.
Yeah, you're just walking
Just
over.
kidding.
You're greeting him friendly. You know, he's a happy guy. You're a
All
happy
right, I'll
guy.
go
So,
over and see him. I'll go over and see him.
So it's an old guy. He's a
Okay.
human. He's quite ugly, quite dirty, and very,
Okay.
very skinny. He shoots you a big smile. He's missing.
Mhm.
He's
Missing
missing
quite
most
a
of
few
his teeth.
God.
um, where did I have that? Yeah, he's missing most of his teeth. He says, "Interest you in a barnacle ale or maybe a slug brew?"
Said, I definitely want that slug, bro.
And what about for you there, dwarf?
I'll take the same.
All right. He sort of slashes it up and he's like, 2 gold coins for you. And he hands it to you.
He just gave me some gold coins.
No, he said
'cause
2 gold coins for the ale, and
Oh,
he
that's what it
slides it
cost?
across to you. Yeah.
I give him. What the hell? It costs 2 gold coins. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I'll give him the silver. Give him my 1 piece of silver. Say that's all I got.
He kind of takes it. He's like, "Oh, not everyone around here is not doing so good. Here, keep your money. This one will be on me."